I'll say something for James up at boats.co.uk. He's not scared of taking on something a bit different. Look at this. This is a 1994 cigarette 38 Top Gun. This is an absolute beast. This is the proper Miami Vice dream. Look at that. That is full-on Americana muscle boat, and it is glorious. I love these things. Look at that deep V hull. I mean, that is knife through butter stuff, isn't it? This is a fast boat, but the idea is it's fast regardless. I mean, you don't need flat calm weather to open this bad boy up. This is a beast. And the whole ethos of these is very simple. It's to go very, very fast, and make a lot of noise. And yeah, it's the American dream. It's the real deal. Look at this. Fantastic. I would buy this and park it in the garden and just sit and look at it. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I'd take it out on the water, because this is what makes it go. Pair of stern drives with this tie bar across them to brace the power. That's what gives it the speed. You've got these immense trim tabs on it as well, so you've got a load of control over the trim of the boat, and you've got these exhausts. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, so twin per engine, because they're V8s, so you've got 2 4-cylinder banks per engine. Each bank has its own exhaust, and they're huge. Look at that. That'd give the Barry boys something to cry over, wouldn't it? That's fantastic. Let's go have a look on board. This is the clumsy bit. Here we go. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. Here we go. Next time I'm going to bring a ladder. There is a walkway around. I just had. This is not what they expect customers to do. You walk down there and some steps. I'm just lazy. This does not look any worse when you get up here, does it? What a machine. It's so pure. There's no windscreen, there's no nothing. It's just a race boat, isn't it? Absolutely immense. That I like a lot. Okay, let's step on board. This is all engine underneath here. That's why the sunbed is here, because there are just 2 monster V8s. We'll look at those in a moment. When I show you the boat, first of all, this is a good place to look at it from. And this is what I mean about how pure these are. Driver, navigator, 3 passengers, whoosh. What an amazing way to cover ground. That's fantastic. Let's head on. I'm going to show you the helm. I love this helm. We'll step down here. Look at these seats. I mean, they are designed to lock you in place when you've really got the power on. These are drop bolster seats, so these drop down. There we go, there's a lever there, and you can drop that away. And the idea of that now is you can just stand there. You can see the floor is angled up. You squeeze yourself into here, and you are ready to go very, very fast indeed. And that's your view down the foredeck. Look at that. It's evocative, isn't it? You've got your engine instrumentation across here, a speedo that reads up to 80 miles an hour. I don't know if it'll do 80, but I bet it's not far off. And then these are things like the trim tabs and the outdrive trims, where you can see them really easily and control them from these switches. So when the power is on, these are your throttles. Your hands up here, you can get to the trim switches really, really easily. That was Mr. Bark there. I don't know whether you saw him on the screen. I think he was just off of camera. Anyway, we'll speak to him a bit later about this. So what they've done with this is they kept the gear selectors separately. Normally what you have on a boat is that's neutral, you click it forward into a head and then you throttle up, and you click it backwards into a stern and you throttle up, and that means you've only got that much range for a head. By splitting these off separately, you've got the whole range for your throttle. So from tick over back here, forward, and listen to these, so they click. So you've got total precision as you're moving them forward and backward, and you need that on a boat of this high performance. Another thing I love, I've never seen this on a boat before, separate switches for the fuel pumps and the ignition. So you turn the keys on and it's like firing up a fighter jet. Pumps on, ignition. I'd change those, I call those magneto. I think that's fantastic. Yeah, similar sort of seat over there, and as I say, the back seat there. Not a lot else to show you in the cockpit. Let's have a look inside. Now, of course, the interior on this kind of boat is just what they could fit under the foredeck. It's not a cruiser. And if we go down underneath here, you will see that we have this. So in actual fact, It does feel, it sort of almost feels a little bit executive jetish, really, doesn't it? I mean, it could do a bit of reupholster if we're being totally honest. But you could make this lovely. What a great place to come and take yourself away after a day of fast running down the coast. God, you could have some ground with this. If we come up here then, seating goes around here, and then there's a double bed in the centre for you and a close friend. Very nice. So, it does want a bit of a clean, but it's got potential, hasn't it? Deck hatches up there, so you can open those. And then if we come on back, what's underneath here? I haven't actually been in this one yet. So you're joining me for the first time. Here we go. Okay, there's just a bit of storage in there, and there's a little sink. I guess you could put a cooker in there if you wanted to, couldn't you? And then back here, this is, he says, you can open it. There we go, toilet. There's a little sea toilet in there. You know, it's not a Princess Y72, is it? But it's there for use, and you'd be very grateful of it if you needed it. Switch panels back here, so that's all your switches for your cabin lights, galley lights, that kind of stuff. That's all there. And the stereo here. And look at this graphic equalizer. When was the last time you saw one of those? The Fusion is new, but the graphic equalizer I suspect is original. Okay, let's come back out of here, and I will open the hatch with the magic of video editing. Here we go. Now these are a pair of Mercruiser 500 horsepower V8 petrol engines. They are absolute beasts, and they sound like rolling thunder. Absolutely incredible. Top speed on this, guessing a bit, it's got to be what, 60, maybe 70 miles an hour. It's an absolute flying machine. I mean, it's a proper old school American muscle boat. That is fantastic. Let's drop that back down. So there you go. Fancy yourself with a bit of serious mammy vice? Well, give boats.co.uk a ring, because they've got this fine fella for sale. And next time I come, James Bark, I want a test drive. Catch you all later. Bye bye.